Jab in the jab. I don't know if it's gonna be in the jab, like specifically, like you get the jab and now you have the mark of the beast.
Right.
I don't know. We don't.
I believe it's aggression to get us there.
I think the systems. What we should tell people mainly is think about the levels of control that they put around the jab. How you can't go here, you can't do this, and the restrictions that come along with it. These are some of the things described about in Revelation the 13th chapter that we're talking about. It's getting people
right, and it's really getting you into a system.
Right.
It's getting you to a system. You know, in order for me to work, in order for me to buy, in order for me to sell mentally, I got to do something. I got to take something.
Yeah.
Now it could. There are talks.
Wait, Esau do that?
Right.
Hell yeah.
There are talks of the D, the N, and the A.
Should the Israelites be taking the jab?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Stay away from it.
Okay. Absolutely
Don't
not. Hell
touch
no.
that thing, man.
Another way to look at your question, right? It'll have to be some point to where they will say, oh, well, by the way, with this, you can buy or sell with it.
Right. But this is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
First they started out with 1. Now it's 2.
Right.
Then it's boost. At what point are you going to tell, like you got this dude Tazari, at what point are you going to say, hey, you going to allow Israelites to just get themselves into this system where, I mean, pretty much it's going to be every week.
But you the toughest dude with the glasses on. Like, come on.
Everybody have kids? Did all our kids get shots and stuff?
Mine did.
None?
Not one.
But this is the thing. Now we have the knowledge. Now we have the understanding, man.
Yeah. That's why we have to be born again, man. A lot of things that we did in ignorance, we have to be forgiven for, man.
Right.
You know? And now that we understand these scriptures and what this man is doing, if you go and take that jab, you basically
Well, I got another question.
You bowing down, man.
I can't leave without asking this question, man. I've been battling the Hebrews, man. Yeah, I know that. I've been battling these Hebrews. I've been teaching them.
We know you're a secret disciple,
Now,
man.
I want to know about the rape in the Bible. I want to know about the rape in the Bible.
Let's get into
Is there rape?
Deuteronomy 22.
Is there
Hold on. We're going to break that down.
No,
Deuteronomy 22.
That's not a good question. That's not a good question.
Nah, listen.
It is rape in the Bible. It's everything in the Bible.
Rape is in the Bible, but the whole...
See, that's what I'm saying.
But the benefit, does the Creator
Brother, you need to go teach.
rape? The benefit is
Right. Listen.
New York Hebrews say ain't no rape in the Bible.
The rape is in the Bible. Hey, somebody get Isaiah 13. Rape is in the Bible.
Go ahead.
But let's go to
We
Deuteronomy
gotta grow
26.
up. A lot of these guys, you need to just grow the hell up, man.
Right.
You too damn big with these Oakleys on. Grow the hell up, man.
Right.
All this stuff is in the Bible.
Let's get
man.
the law. Because basically the bottom line is, what we teach is that the law on rape is a law on how you handle it if it happens.
That's it.
Right.
Now, does rape happen?
Yes.
So the Bible gives you 3 outlines of how to handle the if rape happened. Now it happened, you may be mad. Okay, how do we handle it? We got to take our emotions out of the situation. How is rape handled?
How do we judge it? In biblical terms,
Right.
How is it managed?
How is it managed? Now that's what we're going to go into. Somebody get...
I got it.
Step up, brother. Step up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter. I'm just gonna get to the point. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is if a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
Right.
which is not betrothed,
If a man finds a damsel that is a virgin that is not betrothed, she's a virgin and she's not betrothed. Betrothed means engaged. Right, go ahead.
and lay hold on her,
Right.
and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father.
No, brother. We got to get all 3.
Go up some
Let's
more.
go up.
Okay.
Let's get every... We're going to go through the whole thing.
I got you. This is Deuteronomy 22. I'll just start at verse 22.
Right.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband,
Right.
then they shall both of them die.
Right. Why? Because she's married. If a man be found lying with a woman who is married, okay, both of them shall die because she already had a husband. In our customs, a woman was only supposed to deal with one man. Go ahead.
It says, both that man that lie with the woman and the woman,
Right.
so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
Right.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out into the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die.
Right. She's married. They lay together. Both of them women going to be destroyed in this situation. Go ahead.
Con, it says the damsel, because she cried not.
The damsel is supposed to cry out, I have a husband. I'm already, but what did the damsel do? She was like, hey, I'm with it.
I'm with the shit.
I'm with it. T,
like
come
it.
on, T. Come in. Go ahead.
Rail. Right, it says.
Rail, yeah. Go ahead.
It says the damsel, because she cried not, because because in the city,
Right.
and the man.
Just like you Israelites supposed to be crying out what this man trying to do to you. Go ahead.
Right. It says.
Trying to violate you.
It says because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife, so shalt thou put away evil from among you.
Right.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
Betrothed. Remember, this one is betrothed, meaning she's already set up and promised to another man.
That word betrothed goes back,
Right.
brother put it on the comment board, goes back to being sold or bought.
Right.
She's a possession of someone. She's been
belongs-
claimed.
Right, right.
You know?
Hold up. Go ahead.
it says here, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her
Force her.
and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Then only the man dies. Why? Keep going.
I want to read it in
Keep
so
going.
bad. Verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
Right.
There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
Why?
For as when a man riseth up against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. It says, for he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and
She cried. So therefore only he dies. She cried out, I have a husband. She did the right thing, but he overtook her. Only he gets stoned. You want to read it?
I want to read it. This is in the New Living Translation.
Right.
Deuteronomy 22 and 25.
And bride kidnapping goes on all over in Africa, all over. Look up, you weak people out there, look up bride kidnapping and the history of it. And it's still happening in Africa. How about that? Go ahead.
It says, but if the man meets the engaged woman out in the country and he rapes her,
Now this is the thing. This is not the primary way to get a wife.
Right.
The primary way to get a wife is that the father the father and the mother would go and get their son or their daughter. You would link. It was arranged marriages.
Yeah. But you're dealing with lands, businesses, the merger of two entities.
Houses. That's what a marriage is. It's a
Not
merger
just,
of houses.
I met Kiki at the club and we liked each other for 6 months. We got an apartment.
we gonna do our
You wanna
thing.
get married?
No.
Our mindset of relationships is so thrown off in this world.
Right.
No legacy mindset.
Right. Right. So this is just one way. This wasn't like Hebrew man. Every day you just jump out of a tree and you chasing a chick down the street. No.
Like,
This is just rape if it happened.
I said, but check this out. It's a rape law in today's society.
Right.
What? You get a certain amount of jail time.
Right.
You get out. You got to do a sex offender thing.
Right.
That's to deter you from doing that.
Right.
It's a law.
Right.
The laws are put in place to handle things.
To establish order.
Period. Point blank. So if you know that if you just take it and you gotta pay her father, you gotta keep her forever.
Right.
And if all you wanted was a piece of tail, you wouldn't have went that route.
Right.
You'd have went and paid. Did you see?
Right. Because basically it teaches order, and we're gonna get it. You break, you buy. You're not gonna just be able to lay with my daughter like that. No, you gonna have to be a husband now, and that's what it's all about. Keep going though. Whatever you got.
I got you. Verse 25 again, Deuteronomy 22.
Are you reading the NLT?
Yes, I'm reading the NLT. It says, but if the man meets the engaged woman out of the country and he rapes her, then only the man must die. Do nothing to the young woman. She has committed no crime worthy of death.
Right.
She is as innocent as a murder victim.
Right.
Since the man raped her out in the country, it must be assumed that she screamed, but there was no one there to rescue her.
Right. So she cried out. Now keep going.
Okay.
So you see, we went through the two
Yeah, I got you.
instances, and the woman was betrothed. She was already promised. She was betrothed to marry. Now keep going.
Verse 28, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
Which is not betrothed,
and lay hold on her,
and lay hold on her,
and lie with her,
and lie with her.
and they be found,
Uh-huh.
then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Now what do you get from that?
About if he raped her, then he got to pay for it.
Read that again.
God, Deuteronomy 22, verse
I want this
28.
brother to break it down.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
Because more women understand this than men.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, which is not a virgin,
Start
which
over.
is, Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
Now break that down.
Well, I mean, basically, it's just saying if he taken, he got to pay for it, and he got to pay wages to the daddy.
Yeah, you break your body.
and he can't put that woman away.
So why is it so hard for Cesare? I don't understand. What's the big deal? We're not saying that.
Chapter 2021.
Right.
Oh, with
What's
the
that?
daughters of Shiloh. Daughters of Shiloh.
Right.
That's rape.
Right.
All right, there you go.
Rape is in the Bible.
There you go.
Now look.
This
This is the thing.
Come on,
Rape.
Captain is watching right now.
Rape is not the primary way to get a wife.
Right.
That was a situation where it was like, damn, the sons of Benjamin were low. Look, we need to bring this tribe back.
They went to the law to determine
Lot's
that.
daughters raped Lot, didn't they?
Nah.
I mean, they lied.
The Moabites.
They lied while he was drunk.
Right, but this is the thing.
That's not
The law on rape is merely a law on how to handle it if it happens. And if she's not betrothed, promised to another man, if she's not married, then what? You got to pay the father a dowry.
Yep.
Now, if you are a man just looking for a piece of
Right.
Uchi coochie walala, you will be like, I'm not. If you knew that law stood, if you knew that was the standard in the earth, you would most likely you would be like, nah,
I don't need all that.
I don't need
I
that.
can't afford all that.
I can't. I'm not gonna do that. That's all it is.
I was saying, because a harvest is going to be less than 50 shekels.
That's it. Right, and 50 shekels is a lot of money.
A harvest is going to be less than 50 shekels.
Right, so you break, you buy. That's basically all it is. Hey, it's really that
That's
simple.
all.
And it's like these dudes are infatuated with it to where it's brought up every week, but it's that simple.
Watch this. I'm
Right.
telling him now. I don't know what y'all might say about it.
Right.
But in Judges 20 and 21, the whole chapter,
I got it.
right? It was permission by
Right.
by the Most High.
Right.
They was having a conversation
This
with the
law
Most High.
justified it.
Right.
Thank you, man.
This law justified
Thank you,
it.
man.
Right.
Yes.
But why did that happen? Like Nate said, it was an emergency.
Yes.
Why did it happen?
Yes.
Because the sons of Benjamin were low. And we needed to bring back that tribe. So let's get it. In Judges. It's that simple.
One thing I want to, you have to understand that maintaining land rights within the tribes was critical.
Right.
And when a nation is not represented as far as land rights, things could totally be thrown off. It would cause dysfunction amongst the nation as a whole.
Right.
So it was needful. We like, hey man, we gotta get these men married up. We need some sons of Benjamin.
Right.
Okay. So here in Judges, the 21st chapter, is
There's worse things in the Bible.
way worse.
Way worse.
I don't know what are you men so creamy and queasy about this whole, we're not teaching that men every day just went around raping, but there were instances where it happened. Just as it happens today.
The men, they killed the women.
It happens.
And they did what?
That's happened.
They
Right.
took the booty.
Right.
I said,
And
what happened?
All nations did that.
That's what I'm saying.
All nations did that. That didn't just happen
Especially with these.
in the Bible.
Yeah.
Especially if you talk about Africa. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Judges 21:15, and the people repented them for Benjamin, because that the Lord had made a breach in the tribes of Israel.
Right.
Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin?
And who is he asking that question to?
He's having a
Right? The men of the Lord at that time.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
right, and so they having it. They
having counsel.
The elders are coming together. The men, right? So it says, and they said there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin,
Right.
that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel.
Right. That was we got to take all of
for the
these.
sake of the
See,
nation.
people just hear sex and they lose all the. Oh my God.
Right.
There's more to it, man. Go ahead.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. All right. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in the place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh.
That is right.
Listen, I'm reading
You know what they fell out of the tree, bro?
Hold on, listen, please go slow. Because he's saying, from what I'm saying, he's saying,
Listen, let's keep going.
but go slow. Why you want to go catch it? People don't get the whole understanding. Let me get it.
Let's get the word catch.
Bro,
We're gonna
you
get
see
it.
all these people out here, man?
Come on now, don't be selfish.
He'll go get one of us.
So we gonna feed you. You need to share.
He go get one.
Be fair, bro.
I'm the one that's gone.
Watch this. What's the problem? Watch this, brother. Watch this. I don't get this. Hold on for a minute. If I come into your house, kill you, kill your wife, and then take the little babies that's there, the girls that's there, and have my way with them, clean them up, shave their head, and then go inside of them when they stop mourning.
Which happens all over the world.
Is that rape, brother?
That's not what it says.
Oh, man.
He said, wait, hold on.
Listen,
well,
he
we can't
said
hold on.
$10 to go out and dance, right?
You can't act like the Bible is the only tool. You can't act like the Bible is the only place. Taking the spoils and booties of another nation. But let's keep reading in that and judging.
We got to holler at them.
We got the word catch. Listen.
We got the word catch.
Now the word catch in the Hebrew, and I'm gonna ask you a question afterwards. The
We're
word
gonna prove to you that
We
it was.
disagree about what Hebrew is. Y'all haven't even talked about Hebrew is.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
So when you say
Let's get the word catch.
It's a professional level.
Word
But you read the Bible. Go ahead.
The word catch.
It was translated to English from Hebrew and Greek.
The word catch is chata, right? It says to catch, to seize, right? Now let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Somebody look up bride kidnapping too, real quick. Go ahead.
When a police officer arrests somebody and they hem them up on the wall and they slap the cuffs on the ground, are they being raped?
Because really, rape just means to seize.
It means to seize.
It's more about what we read.
Rape
don't have nothing to do with sex, bro.
Etymon, it says
They're being raped. According to the word, they're being seized.
they're being taken.
You're being detained.
Right.
When a woman is detained,
She's being
detained.
forcefully taken. The sons of Benjamin came out the vineyards while they were dancing and was forcibly taking some
You don't
wives.
hear nothing about
Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading.
All right,
Let's keep reading.
Rape really ain't got nothing to do with sex. It just means to take by force. All right, judges. Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe they wouldn't holler at him. All right, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
But you just assume rape.
They have all the game in the world. Judges 21 and 21. And see and
Bro, if
behold.
you go to a club and it works, the
finna
girl
go kiss
making
some girl.
eye contact with you, and you be like, look, you coming with me. You seized her. You coming with me. And she like, I'm coming with you. You seized that woman.
Right.
That's not
See,
rape.
rape. See, when y'all think rape, y'all thinking of
Yeah,
man
go ahead. Yeah, you're
just
right.
coming off the top rope.
You're right.
Bitch. No,
That's exactly what
that ain't what we talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not what we're talking about.
It's just like gay and happy.
And I think that's what we need to take a step back and understand. We need to take a step back and understand when we say the word rape, we're meaning you're seizing and you're controlling something.
Right.
You're taking advantage of your authority in a situation and you're controlling it. You're seizing it. You know. And we used to.
We'll get it.
Hebrews 86:10. It's called Topics. Go to Topics, Hebrews 86:10.
Right,
And it
right.
talks about force.
Right.
And it talks about
the word force.
Right.
The word catch.
Keep reading.
Hebrews 86:10.
Go ahead. We're gonna keep
Right.
reading.
Judges 21 and 21.
That's in the blue letter.
Okay.
I mean, you got it from our videos. So we know. You know we know. Judges 21. And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards and catch you every one his wife of the daughters of Shiloh and
Coming with me. It ain't that he coming off. He hitting her in the back of the head with a with a horn with a baseball bat and drag off. Ram's horn. Pow. That ain't what we talking. That's the white man's form of rape. We ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
We saying, look.
Trying to frame the question is like we
Of course, because he's Saneter. He got to get through. You know, they've been talking about the rape thing for so long. I know they've been talking about that for so long. It's like, bro, it's really simple. But we
what we call rape.
right,
That's
rape,
scripture.
right. You ain't beating a woman up. You ain't kicking her in the face. You ain't knocking her teeth out. Who would want to lay with a woman? Come on now. With her face bleeding. Right.
That's his bad.
That's his goddamn problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, these are the other saying Dallas and Saneter come up with this all emotional question about rape, and as you saw and heard, these elders in Dallas broke it down beautifully, still break it down beautifully. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for your proper understanding, for this wisdom, this knowledge, and whether I believe he's scheming though, because I don't know why he would do that, but He's scheming, want to get views, you know what I mean? Every idle word though, every idle word. Shalom.
East ain't no black. The East, there was a whole nother way of life, a whole nother mindset of men and women and children back then. It's a whole different.
Can you help me to understand Jeremiah 13, 26?
The brother wants to say
If I can
something.
say this real quickly, we have a lens of somebody, of people who have been oppressed.
So when it comes to building certain nations, things, and nationalities, we squirm at certain things that people do in order to build civilizations. What we're talking about is nothing profound or crazy. It happens throughout civilizations. When you're conquering people, things like this happen. The Egyptians did it. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the old kingdom, the new kingdom, the middle kingdom, and the old kingdom, and things of that nature. What were they doing? They were conquering.
Everybody was conquering.
This is a part of conquering.
That's it. That's it.
I got something for you.
So the focal point is the family of Benjamin needs an inheritance of this whole story. Y'all thinking more rape, coochie coochie, la la la. She gonna be hurt.
Jeremiah 13,
Right.
22 to 26.
I got it right here.
You want to finish this?
Yeah. I mean, there's some more. Now read that real quick.
Okay, this is bride kidnapping.
This is bride kidnapping. Read it.
Bride kidnapping, also
Because
known
you people
as,
say, ugh, the Bible in Africa. They doing it now in Africa. The whole term "swept her off her feet" goes back to an ancient custom where you would see a woman, you would sweep her off her feet, and you would go away for a honeymoon, a whole moon cycle, and that would be your woman. You would come back, that's your wife. But we're in the West, you think you gotta, go ahead.
bride kidnapping, also known as marriage by abduction or marriage by capture.
Right, seize, right, take, right?
Is a practice in which a man abducts a woman he wishes to marry. Bride kidnapping, hence portmanteau kidnapping, has been practiced around the world throughout prehistory and history among peoples as diverse as Hmong in South Asia, and Tazela in Mexico, and Romani in Europe. Bride kidnapping still occurs in various parts of the world, but is most common in the Caucasus and Central Asia.
Right, right. It's still happening, and as you read the whole article, it's happening in all. Even the Laverian marriage that you mocked, that happens in Africa. The marriage where if your brother who has a land dies, you raise up seed to her. Now you mock that. That happens in Nigeria, in different parts of Africa right now. Now you're thinking, damn, sex, but the purpose is you raise up a seed because your brother didn't have a son. You raise up a seed so that land can now what? Be passed down through a lineage, a legacy. That's all about.
When he read that, is that the
Jeremiah
same?
13.
Goes into that.
Hey, are you saying that's the same thing the Israelites are doing in the Bible when you read bride kidnapping?
It's similar. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's an ancient custom. We're reading about this is an ancient book. These are ancient ways. These things don't happen here in America. But I tell you this: if those laws that we read in the Bible were implemented in this earth, it would be better off.
Way better.
Society would be better off. And that's what we're going to implement. See, the kingdom of heaven is going to be the throne of David established on earth. Yes, the law, statutes, and commandments.
So why didn't the Messiah do that? Like when people got caught up with adultery, he didn't say go kill somebody.
Right, because Rome was ruling then. When we talking about when we're going to rule. The fourth beast had to rule, and the latter part of it had to rule. But when we get a kingdom, what's going to be the standard of the earth?
When we rule, is sin still going to be on earth?
Yes, because the heathen are going to be on the earth, and we're going to teach them. That's the kingdom of heaven. The laws are going to be the standard. Just like here, you got to stop at a stop sign. In our kingdom, you're not going to be able to eat pork. The law, statutes, and commandments will be the standard of the earth, and we are going to be the light to teach the heathen the ways of righteousness as we were set up to in the first place. That's the kingdom of heaven. See, people think that now there is captivity for the heathen, but the bottom line is at the end of the day, yes.
There's nowhere in the Bible says there's going to be slaves.
Isaiah 14. Real quick. Isaiah, hold on.
I think I don't know the scripture.
Hold on.
I know exactly.
Hold on. We go.
And I'm saying it's going to say nowhere in there. It's going to say there's slaves in heaven.
Right. There's going to be a kingdom. The throne of David is going to be established with no slave. The throne of David is going to be established with no slave.
Say it again.
The throne of David is going to be established with no slave. Heaven is the throne of David.
Show me where.
Man, brother, you gotta.
Why I can't answer questions?
You tripping.
I don't get it.
You tripping.
How am I tripping. I said there's
Let's
going to be
deal-
no slaves in
We're
here.
going to deal with
Show
that.
me slaves in
We're
here.
going to deal with that. But Saneter, the great Saneter, had a question. What's your question?
about Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 13,
Talk about the
22 to
Ethiopian
6.
Right, get that.
This is I'm gonna start up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna start at.
We got a lot.
Let's start at verse 20. Well, I'll start at verse 20. I'll start at verse 20. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 20. Verse 20. It says, "Lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north." We don't start at 19. "The cities of the south shall be shut up, and none shall open them. Judah shall be carried away captive, all of it. It shall be wholly carried away captive. Lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north. Where is the flock that was given thee, thy beautiful flock? What wilt thou say when he shall punish thee? For thou hast taught them to be captives, and as